Hello friends, today's video is about how you make conscious decisions and basically giving your brain more input and more knowledge so that you can make more informed decisions about your future. So let's start with the specific example we're going to work with. Let's say you have a history of, mild trauma, if there is such a thing, and your upbringing was very harsh, and now you have no motivation to do anything because throughout your youth and your upbringing, you were constantly beaten down, and you see no point in anything because no matter what you do, you're not going to get the validation. And moreover, the more you do something, you have to put in a lot of work, but if you're not going to get the validation, it just feels like a massive waste. So you've spent the many years doing nothing, and you're at the point where you understand that you need to, like, you want to change your life. You don't want to be like not doing anything and depressed forever. And now the thing is, the depression and the beating yourself down has been occurring in your life throughout your almost whole entire lifetime, and it'll be a very difficult habit for you to break simply because it has been passed on for years and years and years and years, and you're just one person with one brain. So the brain can be very powerful, but again, um, when the when what you're trying to break is greater than you, it's gonna be difficult simply because it's a habit. It's been formed. It's been repeated multiple instances, probably even before you were born, and probably your parents did that because they probably experienced that themselves. But anyway, in this hypothetical example, you want to be aware of when you are being negative about things. And now, like the previous video talks about how to catch these things, how to be more aware when this thing's happening, right? At first, it starts by, oh, I'm feeling really horrible. And then you realize, oh crap, I'm already feeling horrible. And now you're late. But you recognize this and, okay, habit has kicked in this time, but next time I'm gonna catch it. And then you move on. And then inevitably you'll be depressed again. And then you realize, oh crap, forgot to recognize it before it onsets again. Well, crap, I'm gonna remember next time. And the more you do this, the more you're conscious of it, the more you're gonna start recognizing, oh, here comes the familiar depression. So, for example, today I wake up I kind of woke up from my alarm and I have the choice of just shutting it down and sleeping, or I can try and at least try and wake up and do something that I've been wanting to do in the mornings. But right now I'm feeling really tired and groggy and like I have no motivation. But now you recognize, oh, this is the moment. This is the moment where I need to make a decision because I'm about to feel bummed out again. I'm about to feel massively depressed again. And now the choice part is it comes down to making informed decisions about your future, right? We all know that if you don't do anything, like obviously it's gonna be not very beneficial for you to continue the habit, for you to change your life. But what you also have to imagine is like the true consequences of it. So to make a metaphor again, when I buy a car, it feels like I'm just buying a car. I'm just buying the machine. But in fact, the car also implicitly comes with registration fees. Also implicitly comes with electricity or gasoline, depending on the model of your car. Implicitly comes with parking tickets or parking fees if you live in an apartment or if you work at a company where you need to register your parking. Implicitly also comes with insurance. Implicitly also comes with all the accessories you're going to buy for your car. Implicitly also comes with maintenance required for the car, tires, AC filters, everything. Now, you may not know these things when you're buying the car, but it doesn't make you exempt from it, right? No police is gonna be like, oh, you didn't know you were speeding? All right, okay, I'm sorry. You should just go. But next time, if you do know, we're gonna catch you. Nobody's gonna do that. No local government is going to be like, oh, you forgot to, pay a registration fee. Oh, You didn't know you had to register your vehicle? Oh, okay, no problem, fam. All right, have a nice day. No one's gonna be like that, right? So these implicit consequences happen whether you're aware of it or not. And what you really have to, what the real decision is on the continuing the habit side. When you are giving into the urge to be bummed out and depressed again, you're actually reinforcing it and you're making it more difficult for you to kick this habit in the future. Simply because it's already difficult for you to kick because it's habitual and it's been prolonged for many, many, many cycles. So you're actually picking, do I want to make this more difficult for myself in the future? And implicitly, what else in your life will be impacted when this is more difficult for you to solve? Now, contrast that with the other side. When you do the things you want to do, you seek out to do, it makes your life not drastically better, but it improves. It gives you an experience in overcoming yourself. Now, this is building a new habit. And again, there are implicit consequences of this. Because you did this today, you're going to have the confidence of like, yes, I can beat this because I have already beaten this feeling once. So you are crossing from the threshold of I cannot to I know I can do it for at least one day. And that implicit recognition has a big power to things. And now you can call yourself the person who didn't have to, but did anyway. And that again informs your future decisions, and it also impacts all the implicit decisions. So, why you just understand that while it may seem like a one or the other, very low stakes situation, if you think about the implicit aftermath, implicit ripple effect of each of the decisions you make, it's actually a very significant and sizable decision. It's the difference, if I'm exaggerating a little bit, between being 40 and not having done like a lot of things compared to right now in your life, and being 40 and living a completely different life that you couldn't ever even have imagined at this point. Because how do you get to such an extravagantly different life in the first place? You have to start out with the realistic life where you're at right now. And you make meaningful changes to right now, and then you work your way up. And I wasn't going to talk about this in this video, but it's so important to work with realistic goals. Actually, I'm going to save that for the next video. But again, today's video, to summarize, is that number one, you are aware that your habit is about to be activated again. And your decision is between keeping this habit and dealing with all of the implicit consequences of it. Just like how when I buy a car, I don't like it, but I have to pay registration. I don't like it, but I have to pay insurance. If I don't like that, I can sell my car. I always have that choice. So just like that, when you're gonna keep your habit, you just have to deal with the consequences of dealing with your habit. So when it's more difficult tomorrow, you can't blame yourself because now you know. And today, I could start building a new habit. And again, this has implicit effects that are gonna ripple out. And that's gonna be much more pleasant to deal with than the other one, because it's what your life wants. That's it for this video, and I will talk to you next time.